So out here at a job today in Miranda for an NBN fibre to the basement customer who is with Telstra. Now, a few years back, I did an installation for them here. There was no socket in their apartment. So basically I'd ran in like a hard jacketed lead-in cable type of situation because this is a block apartments. Strata wasn't going to let them put anything on the walls, the ducting, because it sort of come down inside this cabinet here, so that's directly where we're above there. And then what we did is we just pulled up the carpet and put it, under the smooth edge and basically ran it, through here all the way into a socket. Anyway, so a few days ago they started having dropouts, and NBN came out. Apparently, was here for about 40 minutes. Said that there was a problem with the cabling between here, 20 metres away. And basically said, obviously it's that cabling. So I've checked it. There's nothing wrong with the cabling, right? So, but I have found an issue, and it's not the cabling, right? So at the socket in the customer's apartment, I've put a tone on. Now this black cable here, that's the one that I actually ran in, and I terminated it up here, right? So you've got my blue, white, red, black, right? And I've got my tone on that, okay? And that's the jumper wire going over to the NBN for unit 3, right? You can see when he was here a few days ago, right? And then it goes over onto this block here. Now, what else is going on is when I you've got this block here, right? But there's also my tone is on that one. I can get it to stop. Right, so we get my tone across there. So how can that be? Right. There's only the one jumper in there, right? But when it goes onto this, the tone is miraculously going down onto this. So that would then tell you that somewhere past this point, whatever cable is on here, whatever cable is on there, have somehow made contact. So whether it's in wherever this goes down to the NBN fibre thing, there's going to be another one of these somewhere down there where all the fibres will then connect onto the copper to bring it up. That's where the issue is. The issue isn't on my single run from here to the customer's socket with no breaks in it. It's here, right? So NBN's tried to pass this back to the customer. They were saying that, it's a cabling issue, it's probably a socket issue. Now also too, I did a test inside the customer's apartment with my my trusty VDSL tester, and I was getting 53 megabits directly on the socket, right? Then when I disconnected this, plugged their router back in, went straight over the Ethernet from the network switch on their router, I was only getting 12. So I'm like, okay, well, they've obviously got an issue with the router as well. Okay, so 1, issue with the router, 2, issue with NBN cabling, right? So 1 is a Telstra problem, 1 is an NBN problem. Now, what else did it do? Oh yeah, so the NBN tech when he was here said, there was a double jumper or something. He said there was an extra piece of cable in here, and he said he removed it and that should fix the problem, right? One thing that he said, but obviously that wasn't the issue. There isn't another piece of cabling. It's just that there's just something dodgy going on with the way that NBN's got this one wired up. So I don't know, this is definitely not a customer issue. This is 100% an NBN issue. So Telstra, NBN advised that they get a private contractor, which is what we did, come out, and now we've proved that it's actually a problem on the NBN side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test directly on the channel pair. We'll get a speed test on that, see what is going on in that, and then we'll wrap it up. So in the customer's apartment, basically another thing, NBN I put on their crappy sockets, and these the ends of them push away. I'm using a Kabak one here just to run a test because I couldn't actually get the cables to sit in there properly. They kept popping out. Also the router, when we had that plugged in directly to the socket. We're only getting 14 out of the network switch, or 13, 14. But when I test directly at the socket, I'm getting 50, thereabouts. So yeah, I don't know why we're getting that feedback at the MDF. So yeah, I'll have to work that out. I made some alterations up at the MDF as well, but we're still getting that tone coming across all the cabling. And now I did my final test here at the socket with the VDSL tester. I'm getting 119 megabits a second. Okay. Then when I plug it into the router, and then I've got my Ethernet cable going into the network port, I'm only getting 10.68, right? So there's an issue with the router as well. But then when I do a Wi-Fi test, I'm getting 100 megabits on the Wi-Fi. So there's a couple of issues on this job. One is the problem with the router. The other one is the Telstra, the NBN socket there is pretty crappy, and the insulation displacement things are pushed too far apart. I've tried to fix that as well, and taken a few things up at the MDF and tried to clean it up a bit because it was a bit of a mess. But that's basically it. So yeah. Hey guys, it's Jason here from Securicom. So if you're in need of some internet help, whether that is getting a fault fixed up like a bridge tap, or you have some sort of an issue on your NBN service, or maybe you need to have some new cabling and sockets installed, we provide a range of services to help you out. There'll be some links underneath this video, and you can click on those links and I'll take you through to our website where you can book my service. All right, thank you very much. Goodbye.